that's what this movie was so beautiful. I'm sorry it was like it was so good, and I was like, call me out, call me out, okay, call me out. Hey y'all, my name is Chantel. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I'm really excited about this video because yesterday I watched Soul. It came on Disney Plus on Christmas Day, but I was able to finally watch it, and it was so cute. It was so good, and I was super excited because the co-director,
hold on, let me get his name right. Y'all not about to get me. Hold on. Give me a second. The co-director,
Kim Powers, was a Howard University alum. So you know the vibes. Anyway, so the movie, I don't know. Before I was like, I'm gonna watch it, but people were saying like, people always have complaints, but they're saying like, oh, the majority of the movie he's in the soul body and not the black guy body, so we should have more cartoon movies where the black guy is a human the whole time, which is understandable. But if you actually watch the movie, he was technically a human the whole time because 22 was in his body, so you, you got enough. Overall, the movie, I think this might be a stretch. When you first see a movie or a show and you're like, it's the best thing ever. I don't think this thing, like, I think maybe a year or two from now I'm going to be like, yeah, this is a very good movie. Probably like top 5, top 3, number 1 Pixar movie. I mean, it was very good. The plot was, you could tell somebody really like somebody was up there writing. Somebody was thinking. It was funny, but also it was like, wow, this is super inspirational. But anyway, I'm going to be reading some tweets that I saw about Soul and reacting to them, so let's get into it. The first tweet I have says, me after Soul movie, who am I? What's my spark? What's my purpose? Do I even know who I am? Literally me. Because like, at first, I thought, you know how you predict movies when they're happening? I thought his purpose was going to be like to teach. Like, that's the thing that was like, okay, it's going to be teach. That's his spark, whatever. But really, the spark was the little things that we don't notice and we don't see and that make us happy. It's not like, obviously we have our purpose, which is like music, art, medicine, blah blah blah, whatever it may be. But really, it's not any of that. That's not our spark. That's not why we're here to live. There's more to life than that. And I thought that was super dope. I was like, y'all better remind me why I'm here. Remind me why I'm here, period. I was like, come on. I heard the story about a fish. He swims up to this older fish and says, I'm trying to find this thing they call the ocean. The ocean, says the older fish. That's what you're in right now. This, says the young fish, this is water. I want the ocean. I think that was like a really powerful scene because we're like always trying to strive for the better and looking towards the future, but we don't. I think the whole moral of this movie was like, you need to be in the present and you need to like smell the roses. Like, hello, we're here in the present and you keep thinking about the future. And I was like, call me out, okay, call me out. And then even with dang, I forgot the man's name. What's the main character's name?
I'm so stupid. Like, what's the main character's name? Give me a second.
Okay, yes. Okay, so Joe Gardner, basically, obviously y'all seen the movie if you're watching this, but I'll recap. Basically, he got the gig and he was living his best life, and she was like, yeah, you're gonna do it again tomorrow. And he was like, oh, this is what I lived my whole life for. And I don't know, I think that's really good to see because, like, some people strive to be, okay, doctor, for example, their whole life, and then they get there and they're just like, oh, this is kind of whatever, like, this is not what I expected. This is supposed to be like the time of my life, but I'm doing the same thing every day. I'm stuck in a trance, which brings me to my next tweet. So this one is the one with the stockbroker guy at the beginning, and it says, I ask myself too every single day, what am I doing with my life? And it's kind of like when you get stuck in that cycle and you're not. I think there was one part of the movie where he was like, if I died today, my life would have amounted to nothing. But you didn't think about, oh, the time you taste the pizza, oh, the flower coming from the sky, oh, the guy on the subway. You didn't think about all those little moments that make life great, not this big, huge thing. It doesn't have to be a big, huge thing. It has to be those little things, which I thought was so precious. Like, this was not a little kid's movie. I like to say, like, this was definitely for me, my age or older, like, making us realize, because I think kids really do love the little things. So they probably thought this was like a cute, funny movie while everybody else is like rethinking their life. Next tweet is, you know who I hope was alright after watching Soul Movie? This dude. Paul was acting a fool in a barbershop. And I was like, okay, somebody's a hater. And then I think Joe, 22, and Joe's body was like, oh, you're just mad because you realized you didn't do anything in your life. I was like, okay, let's calm it down. No, but when Terry dropped him into the beyond, I was like, he's not gonna be okay after this. He's just not. But that was funny. Tweet, and that shows scenes from the story. This hit a little too close to home, and then it says, truth is, I've always worried that maybe there's something wrong with me, you know? Maybe I'm not good enough for living. And 22, like, her whole story, and even the ending part where, like, all her inner thoughts were talking to her, I was like, this is so sad. I didn't shed a tear, but I was really close. I was like, oh, this is so sad. Like, she just really wants to be happy. She just wants to find her purpose. But she had already found it. It's not that big thing. That's what, this movie was so beautiful. I'm sorry it was. Like, it was so good. This tweet says, it's always that one that who takes their job too seriously. Bro, Terry was taking me out. He was like, he requested his own trophy and they ripped it out of his hand. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so funny. And then, what else Terry was just a really funny guy. And I thought he was going to be like the villain in the story, but really he was just like funny. Like him going through all those fouls, I was cracking up. I was like, there is always that one person that's just doing the most. I thought this tweet was very, like, it hit it right on the head. It's pretty long, but I'm going to read it. It's from the note, but she said, I never understood what my purpose in life was. I can't even read. I never understood what my purpose was in life. It wasn't until watching Soul that I realized that we don't all find just one purpose in our lives. We all have many purposes, but the main one is to live. As someone who struggled with the idea of living, this movie brought so much into perspective. Watching this during a pandemic really hits differently. I spent quarantine just stressing about what I'm supposed to do, supposed to be, supposed to feel. After watching this, I've looked back into my life with a newfound appreciation for what and who I have in my life. Soul taught me that your spark isn't your purpose. Your spark is living your life full of acceptance, faith, and love. With that said, thank you to all of you near and dear to my heart for helping me find my spark, my readiness to live. I highly recommend watching it. It's absolutely amazing. She said it all, and I think the most important thing is watching it during quarantine, during the pandemic, where it's like, we're supposed to always be doing something, we're supposed to always be productive, and it's like, no, we can chill, we can enjoy the little things. It was just well said, just very well said. So this one is Terry every 5 minutes, and it has this clip.
Soon as we find out who you are, trust you will be dealt with. Period.
He was very serious about that job, and I was like, okay. And for him to be that smart, and then for them to just push it over at the end, he was just like, oh, okay, that's it. No, that was very funny. And I thought it was cute. I don't remember what it's called. My memory's so bad. The babies, where 22 was and where the babies were, I thought they were dead babies, and I was like, this is too much. This is too much. But then I realized, like, you know, these are babies about to go into the world, and I was like, oh, this is so cute. I thought that was so precious. I wasn't expecting, didn't know what to expect from this movie, but I thought it was going to be more like the death side of it. Speaking of that, can we get into how many times Joe died and came back to life? I was like, okay, so y'all giving him all these chances. And I thought at the end he wasn't going to take the chance, but he did, so I thought that was funny. What else can I say about the movie? I don't know, I just really loved it. I would probably watch it again. If I could rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 9. I thought it was very good. I look forward to all the new Disney movies. The new Disney movies have been going hard. Like, some people say they don't like Frozen 2. That plot went crazy. Like, I like all these new Disney things because it's like somebody's really putting in the work for the adults to watch it and not just like kids to kiki to. But anyway, I thought this was a great movie. If y'all have any other tweets, any other comments, please leave them down in the comment section below. If you hated the movie, let me know. If I'm wrong on something, let me know. And I will see y'all next week.